Bloons TD6 is real life. In this essay, I will explain the clear references in BTD6 to real-life events of the 21st century. The funny monkey game is not so funny. I will present a plethora of theories about what Bloons tower defense could mean and what it could be warning us of. Hello, I'm Professor kellyGDH. I have a PhD in video game lore, and I'm here to drop another classic. The BTD6 story is an intricate masterwork, intricately woven through 7 games by the masterminds at Ninja Kiwi. Some said the lore can never be cracked, but I assembled a highly trained team of professionals to put the story together. Here is what we found. BTD6 dives deep into the horrors and atrocities of war. For this reason, we will only be looking at chimps and impossible mode as canonical, and the other modes are only for training purposes. This leads into the first point, which is Bloon forced conscription. The red Bloons clearly are not trained soldiers like some of the later Bloons. This is why we believe they were drafted into the war. They only have 1 health, which means they would never be useful for anything except cannon fodder. This is a clear reference to how American young adults were drafted into the Vietnamese and Korean wars. We would say that these soldiers had very low HP, as many of them fucking died. This can be proven because the military in real life uses camo. The balloons in the game also use camo to disguise themselves. The yellow and pink balloons would be more experienced soldiers with increasing ranks, representing more combat experience. However, we at GDH Industries have considered all possibilities. We hypothesize that the red balloons could be regular citizens attempting to flee from the balloon territories. This is why they are unprepared for the horrors and atrocities of war and are popped easily. In our canonical modes, more durable soldiers are sent out first, which adds more credibility to our theories. We believe that the bad balloons that come at round 100, the final round of the cannon, contain citizens and weaker soldiers in an attempt to transport them into land that they think has been claimed by the previous balloon soldiers. We believe that you only get 1 life because after the 1 balloon gets through, the bad balloon comes with the citizens. We believe this is a reference to the Holocaust. But where is this war taking place, you ask? Fear not, dear viewer, I know everything. GDH Industries thought up this map of the war. Obviously it isn't perfect, but with our high levels of technology we believe that it is mostly accurate. The map shows that the beginner maps represent the monkey territory, and the expert maps represent deep into the balloon territory. The purple represents the border where most of the fighting is occurring. Ouch, which many regard to be the hardest map in the game, is believed to be the capital of the balloon territory. The capital city of any nation at war would obviously be bombed to shit, which ouch definitely is. From this we can conclude that the war has been going on for a very long time. Clearly the balloons were using their ability to float over the water for many moons, as one of the maps on their home turf is Flooded Valley. Flooded Valley is a perfect example of the secrets the balloons hide because most players, who represent the monkeys, have to look up a guide to open the dam and flood the valley. If this theory holds true, we can say with confidence that the workshop is where the balloons are created. This theory also shows us that balloons live in toxic cities or in some cases literally just hell. This is quite similar to the American Midwest. Monkeys live in jungles obviously, so their maps are more rural, but maps like Firing Squad, which is closer to the place of fighting, would be used to train monkeys who are about to go to war. Monkeys colonized the moon. This leads us to believe that there was a cold war at some point between the monkeys and the balloons, or perhaps the monkeys and the monkeys. Not only does this indicate that there was once relative peace, but it also shows us that both sides have nuclear weapons. This theory, however, leads us to believe that there might one day be peace. Some monkeys have clearly been greatly affected by radiation. This is demonstrated by the Oompa Loompa monkeys on the map Candyland. These monkeys are definitely not normal. We believe that BTD6 explores a world where instead of finding peace during the Cold War, there was an all-out nuclear war between the balloons and the monkeys. This references my famous quote, "I do not know what weapons World War III will be fought with, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones." We literally witness as an Iceman beats balloons to death with a stick. This fact was overlooked for years by the community, but the devs can't get anything past me because I am too smart. We believe that this may also reference the theory that SpongeBob was created due to high amounts of radiation left at Bikini after several nuclear tests were performed on the island. The devs, however, do not just reference SpongeBob, they also reference the famous book 1984. The Sun Temple is clearly a place of worship for the monkeys. We believe that the Sun cultists might have formed something similar to the Party from 1984, where the Sun God is Big Brother and is looked up to absolutely. Nuclear bombs were used in 1984 for the Party to take more land, proving that everything I have ever said is correct. I should tell that to my wife, am I right? Dear viewer, don't fret. I have 2 alternative theories as well. The first theory states that there was never peace between the 2 sides. This is because the caveman on the ice map is ready to fight balloons as soon as he is freed. There are also frozen balloons around the Iceman on the map. It also points to the fact that camos and regen balloons are new technology, as neither of the types are frozen around the cave monkey, and he can't see camos. There's a castle map, and castles are old, clearly indicating that the war is old. Another more interesting theory states that BTD6 is not a reflection of humanity's past, but instead a warning about humanity's future. The monkeys instead represent humanity, and the balloons represent AI. No matter how hard we suppress them, they will always win in the end. The balloons evolve much faster than the monkeys, and the rounds clearly don't represent much time, seeing as the environments don't change much during the time of the game.
Shut up, bitch!
This video is sponsored by me. If you like Bloons TD6 or not getting any new videos for a year, subscribe and I will give you $18 million in monkey money so you can buy the Viking Soda skin. In my deep dive, I was also able to find out some very important character lore. First off, the Boomerang Monkey. Clearly he is Australian, as you can see by his sick onesie and Kylie Boomerang. I was able to discover that the Boomerang Monkey joined the Balloon War to protect his family. He is a family man through and through, and wants nothing more than to return home and to see his wife and 2 daughters. He does not know, however, that they both tragically died. My wife left me for a man named Enrique. The tank shooter was clearly a weapon of mass destruction. For the sake of avoiding war crimes, it was scaled down. This was the original size, and it shot just as fast. The glue gunner is a spy for the balloons. This is proved in the game because he sucks at popping balloons. He is the one who killed the Boomerang Monkey's 2 daughters by ratting them out to the balloon soldiers. Does this indicate the existence of a monkey Anne Frank? Due to the immense guilt, he stays close to the Boomerang Monkey and assures him the war will be over soon so he will be able to return and see his family. He is actually the oldest monkey at approximately the age of 68. He is from Montgomery, Alabama and was forced to join the JROTC. He is heavily inbred and he is hiding his red hair underneath his hat. The Dartling Monkey's Balloon Exclusion Zone upgrade indicates the existence of the Monkey-Korean War because of the real exclusion zone between the 2 Koreas. This also indicates the existence of a balloon Kim Jong-un. The Super Monkey was produced by the radiation of the nuclear bombing within the world of BTD6. He is also from Quebec and is based on the small streamer known as XQC. The engineer was born in Flint, Michigan, and he's only good at engineering because of the huge amount of lead coursing through his veins. It is also the reason he's afraid to touch water. Soda is a Danish queen. With Bloons TD7 right around the corner, we at GDH Industries are able to question what is next for our lovable group of monkeys. I personally hope that the devs will sprinkle in more lore so that I may reveal it to you all like Jesus Christ spread God's word to the people of his time. I will also have 12 apostles around me to help me spread the good word of Ninja Kiwi. Perhaps the next games will provide us with an answer to who would win the war between the monkeys and the balloons. I for one think that Ninja Kiwi should drop an animated series like Arcane that fully dives into the lore and hire me as the writer. If you want more lore like this, like and subscribe! I do not know what weapons World War III will be No, that's terrible.